Hello, Elizabeth here, and today I'm going to show you how I made this Starbucks pink drink inspired snow globe tumbler. Snow globe tumblers are so much fun to make, and this one is especially cute with the little strawberry slices inside and that milky pink color of the snow globe liquid. I'm gonna walk you through everything step by step. I started with this 24-ounce double-walled plastic tumbler. This one is actually pre-drilled to be a snow globe tumbler, and it comes with a rubber plug, which is super convenient. You can find a link to these and all of the other products I'm using in the description of this video. I find it easiest to use a digital scale to do my measurements right in the container I'm mixing in, but you can use measuring cups as well. For my snow globe liquid mixture, I'm doing a 2-to-1 ratio of vegetable glycerin to water. I mixed 115 grams of vegetable glycerin with about 57.5 grams of plain old tap water. I used a popsicle stick to mix it well, and I just eyeballed everything else because it's such tiny amounts going in. Next, I added in a couple drops of white acrylic paint and a couple drops of pink acrylic paint. And they're really old, so they're a bit chunky and wouldn't mix up well, so I actually went in with a milk frother to kind of blend it up. The paint gives it that strawberry coconut milk color, but don't go too overboard adding in the paint because if you make the liquid too opaque, you won't be able to see the strawberry slices or the glitter in it very well, so just a drop or two of each should be enough. Next, I added some white mica powder and some pink mica powder, which gives the liquid a pearlescent look, and it's so beautiful. I use a syringe to put the liquid into the cup, and I like to add a little bit before adding the glitter and the clay charms, because I've had issues in the past where the glitter gets stuck in the top of the cup and just never comes down. So adding a bit of the liquid beforehand helps to avoid that. I did a couple of syringes full right into that pre-drilled hole, and then I started adding some of those strawberry clay slices. I used one of my Cricut weeding tools to help work them down into the cup. You could also use tweezers or a toothpick or whatever you've got. Next, I added some of that chunky white glitter. Normally, I put some masking tape around the edge of the cup, kind of sticking up to create a wall to contain the glitter. I just didn't even think to do that this time, but there is a pretty decent lip of that plastic of the cup, so I actually didn't really need it. But you can definitely do that to make this less messy. I added another syringe of the liquid and then another round of strawberries and glitter. And again, I just eyeballed all of this. You can add as much as you want. Once I was happy with those, I continued filling the cup all the way to the top with the pink snow globe liquid. Once I got to the top, I had just a bit of space left and no more of my mixture. So I just added some more water, not mixed with anything else, to fill up that last little bit. So if you're using these same 24-ounce tumblers, I'd maybe mix like 125 grams of vegetable glycerin and like 62.5 grams of water to fully fill it up. But it's also going to depend on how much glitter and strawberry slices you add. I like to add enough liquid that it's a bit overfilled and there's liquid sitting on the surface outside of the cup. Then I leave it overnight so that the bubbles in the liquid can work their way up to the top of the cup and come out of that hole. Having it overfilled allows more of the liquid to go back in and fill up that space left by the bubble. The next day, I soaked up what was left of the liquid on the surface, and then I stuck in that rubber plug that came with my tumbler. It's a super tight and secure fit, so it is a bit tricky to get it into the hole. I found my weeding tool super helpful for this. Once that's in there tightly, that should be waterproof enough to give it a shake and test it out and see how everything is looking inside the cup. I'm happy with the amount of strawberries and glitter I've got going on, so I'm gonna seal in that rubber plug with UV resin. First, I cleaned the area with rubbing alcohol. With UV resin, it's best to do a couple of thinner layers and cure them separately instead of doing one thick layer. So I did my first layer and cured, and then my second layer and cured, and then the rubber plug on the bottom was fully sealed in, and everything should be perfectly waterproof now. For the last step, I wanted to add a pink and white Starbucks logo to the cup, so I did that with my Cricut machine and pink and white vinyl. Just a reminder that if you do not own licensing to copyrighted logos or images, you may not sell those products. All of my crafts are just gifts for friends or for personal use only. I made my sticker 2 inches wide and layered the pink vinyl on top of the white vinyl, and then I stuck it to my cup after cleaning the surface with rubbing alcohol. And here is the final result. When you give the tumbler a shake, the glitter and strawberries float around in that pink snow globe liquid looking so pretty, and it's a lot of fun to play with. The pink liquid and the mica powder stay pretty well mixed even when the tumbler has just been sitting still for a long time. So of course you're not going to be shaking your cup around while it's full of whatever you're drinking, but the cup still looks really pretty with that pearly pink, and the strawberries and the glitter just sit down at the bottom of the cup. I think this is such a beautiful combination, and all the colors look really great together. Make sure you always hand wash tumblers like this so you don't cause any damage or leakage, and be very careful not to drop them. I hope you found this tutorial helpful, and if you enjoyed this video, I would love for you to subscribe to my channel and leave a comment letting me know what sort of projects you'd like to see in the future. See you later!